New DraftKings customers, sign up with code THPN, spend $5 and get 200 rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN.
Hey, welcome back to Showdown Week at the Dented podcast. I am here with Dirk. We have a couple people joining us as we kind of wrap up before we got in and where we're going next week. How you doing down there, dude?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm exhausted. We just came back from the NFB conference and flew back, and our whole flight got delayed to Wichita, Kansas, and we had to sit there in the runway for a couple hours before a storm. So we had 60 stranded blind people all on one plane, ready to go home for quite a few hours. But
did CCB have 60 people there?
Yeah,
that's a haul.
At least. Actually, I think that was just on that one flight. I think we had people scattered on 3 different flights.
That's nuts.
But the majority of them were on that one flight. But we made it back, and then I had 2 students living in my apartment before I left, and then the third one just joined. So now I have 3 students living in my apartment and teaching them how to cook, clean, and do their laundry and all that fun stuff non-visually. So.
You know, this is the funniest part, though, dude. Dirk and I were just going over what we have to recap, and we're both so exhausted we forgot where we just came from.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, I mean, it just came to me. Yeah,
that's right.
I knew we were missing.
The National Federation for the Blind Convention. Yeah, we'll let's talk about the NFB convention before we hop down to the Showdown.
Let's do that. Why not? We've already
But man,
like,
hey, this is honestly like this was awesome. Dude, we had such an impact. We had so many people try blind hockey. Go ahead, dude.
I was going to say, I don't even know how many emails we got, but we must have expanded our email pool quite, at least 100 people, I would think, because there was a lot of people that came up to us. So.
Oh, well, see, if he was here, we would shame him to his face. But remember, Lazy Drew just sat at that table while me and you worked like dogs that entire time.
Oh my God. I'm chasing after sighted kids, trying to remind them, hey, let the blind people play a little bit too, guys.
Man, it was too good.
I'm like, you're legally blind? No, man, I see perfect. I'm like, oh, well. let the old blind people hit the ball.
And Mom
a little
was
bit.
like, their dad's blind, and I'm like, I don't care. Let him have.
Where the hell is he? That's what I wanted to know.
No. He was at something learning, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, let them have fun, and then he was interested too. But yeah, a couple people. Definitely like from all over. But honestly, like, this was a good a barometer for like how Texas can do. If Texas can figure out how to do something in Dallas and Austin, because there's a lot of blind people in Austin.
A lot, yeah.
And there were a couple of rinks near there, and hey, we'll be back there next year. So the idea is, and that's the hope. Let's get them on the ice next year. Let's do an actual event on the ice.
Yeah,
get 60 people on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and we'll hop back to the DC, but I am going to the Showdown. Man, is this going to equate? Are you now going to be gone to 2 and missing 2 Showdowns?
Yeah, I guess I'm missing 2 in a row now. Yeah.
Oh, no, well, you got to be there next year. Man, you can't go get more school.
Yeah.
This is where we're cutting you off.
I should be at Philadelphia. That's the hope.
Are you going to Philly?
So,
nice.
Yeah, I should.
All right, there's your advertising. Dirk's going to Philly.
There we go. So if you want to get run over by the one, the only, the original jerk, then come to Philly.
I really feel like the next time we make you a jersey, it needs to say the Juan.
The Juan.
The Juan, the only. Yeah, man. So we are at the Showdown. The 4th Showdown is coming up this weekend. By the time this comes out, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're bigger and better, I guess. We're making a lot of changes. We're moving to an awesome new rink, Edge Ice Arena. It's right next to a park. So our Saturday is going to be awesome. Our Saturday, we're having the sled hockey team locally, the Chicago Storm special hockey team coming in. We have Dented Pucks is playing 2 games against. Well, we're playing 4 games against Chicago Pride. So basically, that's our team that we're playing Dented Pucks against Chicago Pride for the weekend, and then we're doing an open division all weekend. But that Saturday is going to be awesome. It's going to be we're gonna have food during the day for all the players. We're gonna, I mean, we pretty much knock hockey is for everyone out of the park on Saturday. We we got sled, we got special, we got pride, we got blind. That's got to be the goal next year. We got to get those the standing amputee at the tournament
Yeah.
somehow. They can play on the Dead Puck team for just I don't care. We got to get them there. Yeah, no, I mean a lot of work was put into the showdown. Thanks to those who are working on our marketing team, Steven and Jared, as well as our interns Kelly and Josh. Thanks to our sponsor, our future sponsor, Steven and his barbecue company. We will all meet him. We will meet him in person again for the first time, but we will all meet him this weekend. He's done a lot to support us, and he's going to continue. He's a hockey guy he's a blind hockey guy that's been playing blind in men's league down in Atlanta his whole life. So he's joining the community now, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
now that I've reminisced or pre-reminisced, I guess that's what it is. Fantasized, I guess that's what it is, right? About our tournament, we will be having games all weekend. Games will be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok for an interesting new stream that we're doing, hopefully from the benches, and
Yeah.
we will be streaming from the website too. Hopefully, I am 98% sure I can get that embed link. And then
Yeah.
50% sure I'm going to remember to switch the streams every game.
If it makes you feel better, at least one person, I think it was one of my students, said that they heard about blind hockey in a TikTok video. And I'm like, really? We're on TikTok? Cool.
No, Dirk, it's Joey.
I thought we had stuff on TikTok too. I didn't.
We have stuff on TikTok, but if they saw something on TikTok, it was Joey.
Nah.
We don't have that. We need Joey's help to grow on TikTok.
Yeah.
But that's just who Joey is. Joey's the TikTok age and the TikTok personality.
Yeah, yeah.
Where what was that guy that everybody was friends with on MySpace?
Oh
You
God.
had to be friends with what was his name?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I could Tom. Like I can see his face now in the white T-shirt. You're like, dude, you had a white T-shirt.
That's funny.
Oh man, this was our intro. This is what happens when neither of us get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the showdown in a little bit. It was awesome to go down to DC. Dirk, you can talk a little bit about that and a little bit about having Keith on.
Yeah, it was great. We got a chance to sit down with the one, the only Hollywood Haley, and a little catch up with him, see how he's doing in his life, and we talked about what did we call it? What was it called? Did we even have a name for it, Josh? Was there an official?
I think they've called it the Providence Cup, and I'm not messing around because I wanted to make a joke with Kevin. But I'm not going to say it because if I make a comment, he's going to move it closer to him. Somehow it's going to be like the DMV Cup sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, either way, it was the first time we did like inter team competition between two teams, just kind of locally, and it was just a two-day event, and we had a lot of great people out there, great competition. Yeah, it was a great talk with Keith, and I hope everyone else enjoys it as much as we did. And without further ado, here is Keith Hollywood Haley. All right. Hey, Hollywood. Thanks for coming on, man. It's been too long, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. Good to hear it.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, it was great getting
What was it? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, right? I don't even know what date it is.
Yeah, it's already been 2 weeks, I think, since the DC event.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us how is how's it been? We haven't talked to you in a hot minute as far as on the show. So what's new with you, Hollywood? You've been still working at the grill, right? Doing your
yeah. I still got what we call a micro market.
Micro mart, yeah.
Yep. So it's like a grab and go cafe. and no employees. People come in, they grab their sandwich or their wrap, their drink, whatever. They self checkout, kind of like the grocery store. And then I oversee 47 vending machines around the city of Hartford, and make sure those are filled and working and all that. So yeah, things are good. Things are busy.
Nice. Yeah, it was definitely cool having you up. DC had it, we had, obviously you guys know, but for anyone that doesn't know, we had our first inter-team division, our inter-team match, I guess, whatever you want to call it, between two. We had like the Northeast versus the Southeast, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It was like the New England plus New York versus DC and friends.
The Kevin Brown chest thumping session.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's recorded.
Yeah. So
everybody knows the second I found out, I was like, oh, is Kevin really bringing in Tim?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's how they beat us. They had to fly in the kid from Michigan.
Yeah,
no,
we had to.
They beat us because I let Kevin score and I botched both game-winning goals.
Yeah. Plus, you assisted mine, Josh. That was kind of fun.
Keith, did you know that I didn't know that was him until Sunday?
I did, because I was there when somebody mentioned it, and you're like, that was you? But I remember the play. I was sitting on the bench, but it was crazy because on the bench, we didn't know what was going on because that puck was in the air for a good hot minute. It was
like 3 or 4 seconds, dude.
My defenseman was sighted and he didn't know where it is. He's like, it's up. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Where?
It was up there for like 10 seconds.
I took 2 quick strides to get out there and stick my stick in, and it was just gone.
Yeah, but for anyone that wasn't there or couldn't see it, what ended up happening was I got a perfect shot in the high slot and ripped it, and Josh pushed his stick straight out at the same time I ripped it, and the result was the puck went straight in the air and it must have gone at least 30 to 40 feet in the air just before it hit. Like, it didn't hit the ceiling, but it must have been pretty damn close because it was up there for 4 seconds.
Multiple seconds in the air.
And everyone
multiple seconds.
So while it's up there, it stops making noise. Like, as soon as I shoot it, it's like it hit a void. I'm like,
but we all just stopped. I turned around and I can't believe I didn't have the GoPro on for this.
I didn't rush the net because I didn't, I'm like, what's going on?
I
stopped. Everyone stopped.
At this point, I've turned around. I'm probably 2 feet outside the crease, and I'm just looking for where it's going to land, looking down. And I'm looking right at the goal line, and it landed. I swear, it landed right on the goal line.
And slowly.
I'll put my hands here. Within a full window, and you're talking our puck, which is, what is it, 6 inches, 5 inches?
5 inches across.
So you're like a full window and a 5-inch puck. It hit goal line off of Shanley's pad and went into the net. And Shanley's quote was best. She goes, I just gave up when I knew it was your voice. It was like, shit, that's a goal.
He had no chance on that. He had no chance.
It was silent.
Nobody, and even the sighted guy had no idea where it went. And I mean, here's the thing: we need the Actually, it's is there live barn there, Dirk?
I don't know, but I wish if there is, we got to get a clip of that. Dude,
wait, didn't someone say that Pappy was watching or Darren was watching?
I don't know, dude. All I know is it felt like the whole world paused, dude. Like, everything just dramatically, it went silent. Everyone stopped skating. We all stopped moving, and we just sat there. And I'm like, what? Oh, I thought I heard it. Oh, and then I hear you say that's a goal.
It was like a Family Guy sketch when you're like, all right, punchline, give me the punchline.
You wait for the punchline for like 6 seconds. And yeah, well, if you just left it alone, it might have been a nice goal or just a shot over the net, probably, because I've ripped it. But
dude, but that was the thing. I'm thinking, how hard I didn't even know it was you. I was like, how hard did this person shoot that puck?
I put everything I had into it. I had a clean pass. I actually caught it, which surprised me, and I ripped it. I was going top shelf essentially, and yeah, but it disappeared. That's what was so weird, because like, you hit it so perfectly. It literally, as soon as it went up in the air, it was gone. Like, there was no sound, no indication, and we're just like, what? I don't know. It was so funny though. But
it was tunnel vision the second I left you think I didn't know where it went.
One of my favorite moments though is me and Hollywood. We were lining up for a face-off, and it was him. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna lean. I'm like, I'm tired, dude. I'm gonna lean up against you. You just lean back, okay, buddy? I'm like, people are probably thinking we're talking shit right now or whatever, but like, we're totally just 2 old guys just resting. And
my
then tell
dad
him
got a picture of that.
Yeah.
you could see we're both looking at each other. You could tell we're saying something, and we're shoulder to shoulder. And if they only knew what we were saying, like, hey, you hold
Yeah.
me up, I hold you up.
Yeah, but tell them how you told me. You said that you were telling your dad about that moment, and he's like, "Oh, I got a picture of that or something." Tell.
Oh yeah, because I was telling my dad, I said, oh yeah, there was a couple times me and Dirk were lining up together, and sometimes we're talking a little smack, and then this one time I said though. It was towards the end of the game. We were just holding each other up. He goes, I got a picture of that. I said, how do you know it was that moment? He goes, you can just tell that you guys were, laughing or saying something, and then you're both leaning into each other. And sure enough, I didn't see the picture till a week later, but
Yeah.
yeah, he got that he captured the moment.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
Whenever you get a chance, I want that picture.
Yeah, I'll send it right after this.
Yeah, it's a good one. Caption, hashtag old people hanging out.
Yeah.
Hashtag young people needed in blind hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Desperation, exclamation
Now,
point.
now recruiting our grandchildren.
Yeah.
Needed now, young kids for blind hockey. Hey, I
So,
gave you
I
guys
mean-
one. I'm done.
I
All
mean,
right?
we are. Sorry, this is so appropriate. So before, I don't know if you were out there, Keith, but Dad wasn't, and I'm on the ice, and I see Emily, and I was like, and of course, I don't know. Dirk, was the last time I saw Emily?
Been
3
a
years
couple-
ago?
It's been a couple years at least, dude.
And I was like, hey, I mean, in person. I was like, hey, and it all processed like, wait a second, is Killian out here? And I'm looking at like, there's this little blonde kid. I mean, also haven't seen Killian in 2 years. This little blonde kid flying. I mean, there's also a couple kids around, but there's a kid flying out. She goes, that's Killian. I'm like, oh my God, he can fly. And I was like, oh, Dirk. Dirk's had him on the ice since before he could walk.
Pretty much, yeah. Literally, as soon as he could walk, he was on. We had him in this program at like 13 months old.
Wow.
He was on skates.
Why'd
I
you
mean,
wait
they're
so
kind of
long?
just kind of waddling there. They put stuff on the ice to engage
No,
the
dude,
kids.
he can move. There
Yeah.
is absolutely zero hockey concept that you can
Oh, he has
tell
no clue
there's
what to do with the puck.
Like nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's get puck, play with puck. But
Yeah.
like it
No
is
clue what to
like-
do with it.
I think at one point Emily's like, go to the goal. And he's like, huh? And I was like, honestly, kind of endearing.
Yeah. Well, because he hasn't actually had hockey training. He's just been
No,
skating.
well, that's what you said. It was really just like picking up stuff off the
This
ice
year
and
will be the
stuff like
first
that.
year where he's actually going to play in the 6U or 6U or 8U. I can't remember. It must be
No,
8U.
6U. There's 6U.
Yeah.
There's,
Okay.
There, where is he playing? Is he playing at Laurel?
College
or is he
Park.
At Wells?
Wells. Yeah.
There may be mini mite, dude. He'll survive.
I think it's a
in-
mini mite. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So he's at least going
Mini
to
mite
start.
is 6U. I just don't know if there's mini mites at Wells. That's why I said Laurel, because there's definitely
Yeah.
mini mites at Laurel because it's a big rink.
Either way,
But
we're
like-
putting him in the first thing you can get into.
But like I'm saying, dude, he's not small, and he can skate. So I wouldn't even be worried about a beginner 8U team either.
I wouldn't either. He just doesn't know what to do. Like he knows how to skate, but he doesn't know anything about the game of hockey yet. Like,
I mean, it
hasn't had any.
literally looks the same as Dad.
yeah, exactly.
He's blind with no hockey sets. You're blind with where did everybody go? I don't know.
Yeah.
You were with the play a few times, except for the one you absolutely bulldozed me.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you bring that up many more times than I do, because I knew and read the play and was like, oh, I've got someone coming at me. And it was not you. And then I'm like, oh, God, Dirk's coming at me, too. I'm like, man, if I make this play, I get to eat. I'm going to eat it, but I'm going to beat 2 people. And I was like, oh, beat the one person getting run over by Dirk. Okay, it happened.
Yeah.
And I think you were like, oh, man, you okay? I'm like, hey, man, I made the play.
Because I kept looking up and I'd get excited because my brain would show me an empty point. I'm like, where's the point? I'm like, sweet. And I would just sprint toward that point to get the puck, and then bam, you would pop out of nowhere at the very last. Well, actually, I didn't see you until I hit you, literally. So, yeah. And poor Darren, I hit him a bunch, but never saw him. I literally don't think I ever meant contact
Dirk,
on him.
If we ever release the movie, that's the title.
What?
I didn't see you till I hit you. Like, yeah, that's epic. Like, I when they titled it that, I'm like, that's great, guys, but we don't need that. Like, I didn't see you till I hit you is pretty good.
Yeah.
On notes of coming up with names for things. So, Dented Pucks are playing the Chicago Pride team this weekend. And I didn't name it this because I couldn't put this publicly, but I'll do it on the podcast. The first thing that AI popped out with was the "We Don't See Straight" series, and I was like, funny.
I don't see straight at all.
We don't see straight. I was like, all right, it works for everybody. And I was
Yeah.
like, I can't really use this without consulting with the Pride team. What did I go with? I went with it was real simple. Damn. Of course that's the one I forgot.
Yeah.
Not that we don't see straight. I was like, man, AI, you know me so well.
So, Holly, what was your favorite part of the weekend?
Well, on ice is always fun, but
Yeah.
the camaraderie and when we get together after the
Yeah.
event, like the Washington team put on a great banquet. A couple people got up to say a few words. That was a great
Yeah, it was a good
moment for
banquet too.
them. 10,
Yeah.
10 years is a long time
Yeah.
to doing good things. And then there was a photo op that I noticed when I was looking around the room and on that Saturday night, and there was 10 people from the original Team USA, which is kind of odd. It's almost like a high school reunion where, like, graduation night. It's like, yeah, this is the last time your class will be all together in one place, So it's kind of like, so it was similar to that, but I think there was 9 players and 1 coach.
That's not,
from the
dude. That's
original
really
team.
not bad considering we only had 18
18.
people. So it
Yeah,
was half the team,
literally half the team.
and one of the coaches. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a I do have a picture of it, but as you know, I only played one of the games that weekend because of my vision situation, so I wasn't able to see well enough to play the second game, which is kind of funny because I know it's blind hockey, so the blinder the better, but I didn't want to get my condition worse.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys that I had a cataract surgery years ago, and the lens has shifted over
Yeah.
time. And it's rubbing against my iris, causing a bleed in the back of the eye, which causes
Yeah.
cloudy and hazy vision. So I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have played in the
And
Saturday game,
the
but
worst, and
I
it's
wanted to
worsened
give it
by
a shot.
physical activity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no real strenuous activity. So I just realized, until
Hockey.
something, I don't know what's in store for me, but
Yeah.
we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I just know that right now, hockey's off the off the table for the rest of the summer at least. But I had a
Yeah.
blast that first day, though. I mean, it was a great game. I think they were
Yeah.
competitive games. Both games were competitive. I was at least
Yeah.
on the bench for the second game.
Yeah.
So
You know what that
everyone.
reminded me? Was that I don't have the offside call on video because I didn't have the GoPro on my head at that point.
On the
Man,
first day,
I will not shame refs, but it was
There was
comical to that point.
there
And
was
I was like,
agreed.
dude, I had the puck and I hear offside, so I curl back into the zone. And I know the guy tailing me is also offsides because I haven't left the zone and he's been on me. And I'm pretty sure it's Nate. So I'm looping and I'm scanning and all I'm doing is keeping that person away from me, going like, dude, can you just finally clear the zone? So I get tired and I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. And I give up the puck. And then whoever it was grabs the puck, passes in front, they shoot it. And I was like,
where's
guys,
the
you've been
whistle?
screaming offsides for the
For at
past
least a
40
minute.
seconds.
Yeah, I was out there
And
for
Keith
that.
is standing there right next to me like, did that really just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm like, what?
remember.
Oh, they were saying off, off, off. And he had to say at least 5 or 6 times. So as soon as he touched the puck, I, like you, stopped skating. I'm like, all right, play's done. I'm like, where's the whistle? Then I see him shoot it. Luckily, Shanley saved it, but
Yeah. I think I was on the ice for that. I was one of the
I'm
ones.
just tired.
I remember being
you-
offsides. One of those times I was offsides. I heard off, and I started skating out. And I was 99.9% sure that they crossed the blue line before I crossed out of it. And then I looked back and I kind of waited in the neutral zone for half a second. And I'm like, I guess they're not calling it. So I just kind of looped back in. But there was a lot of bad.
No. It wasn't this. It was very comically like both of them, both Knicks screaming at the top of their lungs. And I was like, guys, I didn't know you guys knew hockey, I think you wouldn't know hockey. It was so funny that I was like, all right, yeah, I'm done. I'm going to give this up because they're not going to stop chasing me and I'm not going to keep skating.
right.
Yeah.
And I literally gave it up in the middle of the slot. It was like, all right, I'm tired. We'll just go down the other end of the ice and drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll line back up.
Yeah.
It's one of those you yell at. You're like,
And,
do I yell at the refs because I know them, or do I laugh at them because I know them?
Right,
my other
right.
favorite moment was spoiling Hollywood. I heard Hollywood. I was chasing him through the neutral zone, and he does the "I'm open," and I got right next to him, and I lifted his stick right up to his waist, and just skated with him for a few feet. And he's trying to put his stick down, and I'm just giving him the shoulder, and it was like
My
old
vision,
times.
my vision wasn't great going into that game, so
Yeah,
it just looked like I was skating in a fog. So finding the
yeah.
puck was really difficult for me. I was kind of just out there. I felt bad. I was on a line at one point with Alex Capasaurus and Christine Callaghy, and they were a good duo. They complement each
Yeah.
other well. But I'm like, I don't belong on a line with these guys. I said I can't see anything. I'm just trying to play my position. But one of them took a shot and it landed right in the slot, and that's where I was. I was like, oh, finally I can see the puck. It's right in front of me, and I
And
see
it's
the
not moving.
goalie. So I'm not saying it would have went in the net, but I would have gotten a good shot off. Yeah, you come up behind me and lift my stick and pretty much left it up waist high until someone came and scooped the puck up and went down the other way. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot. Like I
Yeah.
finally could have taken a shot. I finally found the
Uh,
puck, and you had to spoil my moment.
it
Thanks.
was fun, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, as always.
Good times. Hey, at least I didn't knock the Hollywood out of you this time.
Yeah, true, true. You might have a couple times, but I didn't fall down. But that might have caused the my vision condition to get worse.
I don't remember hitting you. Maybe I did. Maybe you were one of the guys I bumped into. I thought it was
Yeah, it was
Josh or
more. Yeah, that's
Darren.
what it was. It was more like incidental, like
An
just
incidental little bump. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, like we both didn't see each other. It wasn't like
Yeah.
trying to take someone out. But
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dirk. You've completed the set. You've now made every part of a human bleed.
Yeah. I've made them bleed from their eyes. No, I haven't. They
right?
haven't bled from their ears yet. I got to work on that
Oh,
one.
Dirk, I am sure you've made people bleed from their ears.
Probably. Poor Darren told my son. He's like, "Man, I ran into your dad, and it was like hitting the boards."
Pretty much.
Except the boards are moving at you. That's worse, I think. But uh,
Now I realize you are Groot.
I am. I
I am
am.
Groot.
I am Groot.
But no, everyone
Sometimes
did a
No,
great
but
job
little
down
ones.
there. The whole Washington crew, the
yeah,
Mitchells, KB, they did a great job. We've been talking about this, me, Kevin Brown, and Kevin Shanley, for a few years, trying to get at least the Brailers down there. But we don't have a ton of people like other programs. You lose some
yeah.
No,
people along the way.
but like you put together my team now, your team,
Yeah,
like Jersey,
absolutely.
Hartford,
So
throw
Maine,
Alex
yeah,
in there.
Maine, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, but here's the thing. This is an awesome one. Why don't we try to do that at the Civic Center during the season?
we
See
are.
if
You
they'll come
talking
up.
Hartford Civic Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in talks with the Hartford Wolfpack, the AHL team. It's the Rangers farm team. So they were wondering why we weren't back on the ice to do a demo this year, and I told them they told us we had a ticket quota we had to match, and we weren't going to be able to do that. So anyhow, the Booster Club went to bat for us, and so we're in talks with the vice president of
Nice.
sales right now. So there's gonna be an event. They just gave us their schedule this week. We got to give them 5 dates that we might want to. So there's going to be a full game ahead of the AHL game. So like say the AHL game's at 6
Yep.
p.m. We probably play between 2 and 4 or 3 and 5, something like that. And then also we'll be doing an in-game demonstration like we did last time in between
Awesome.
periods. So
Awesome.
it's pretty much, and it's going to be in collaboration with the New England Battalions, which is like a first responder warrior team, because they kind of they in order to do this, they want to showcase like disabled hockey. So they want like another disability in there with us. So what we'll probably do is, well, we can always play blind versus them. I'm not opposed to that, but we can also mix up teams and have some blind on one team and battalions on the other. But that's how they pitched it to us. So we've never talked to them this early in the season before. Normally it's like September already, and some of
Yeah.
those dates are already gone. So the fact that they're almost not giving us first choice, but they said give us 5 dates, and they really want to make this happen, which is a good
Okay.
thing. And they're not gonna. We're gonna sell a bunch of tickets for this, but we don't have a quota.
No, we can't.
So
We are not the community that can fill a quota.
No.
We're
right,
the community that will sell tickets,
yeah,
but we're not a large community, and that's what a lot of these teams don't understand.
I
What
agree.
and we're not. We're also not a yay we get to go on the ice.
Right.
They don't, and when they start to understand that our reason to be on the ice is parallel to the reason we can't sell tickets.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
is that we
They go
need
hand
to
in
grow
hand.
awareness. I got
Yeah.
an email today from the Jersey website, and it's a mom who lives about an hour away. She's got a 9-year-old. Got to figure out how to get them there. But it's all it is. It's just about growing awareness. Now, who knows where they found it from? But
Cool.
it's just getting people there and getting more people aware. So
Nice.
Yeah, it should be a great event. I'm happy that they're on board. And of course, you were there, Josh, when we did that demo the first year, and that crowd was into it. Like the oohs and the ahs, like whenever somebody would take a shot or someone would make a save. I mean that crowd was engaged.
Yeah.
Some people they don't really pay attention to how many times can you watch the Mike team play and the kids fall down.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
they heard that puck and of course it helped that Coach Dave was out there narrating what was going on for the crowd. So it was
I think we need someone doing that because we did it in Jersey, and it took the crowd a minute.
You need something prefacing it, and that's a big conversation we're having with the NHL.
It took the crowd in Jersey to figure it out a second, but once they figured it out, they were like, we had a couple of shots that went high off the glass and were loud, and people were ooting, like a goalie made a glove save, and the crowd went nuts, dude. I think they started to realize after a while, like, why is that goalie? Seems like he's struggling to go back. They started to realize that I think they finally figured out. Oh, I think they must have seen the shades on too, because he's the only one wearing a blindfold. So
right.
But once the crowd figured it out, they got into it.
Yeah. See, I've been figuring out if I need to get a lapel mic, but if we play another game at the Hartford Civic Center, I'm gonna have to because I can't play a second game there while going. The whole time I'm literally singing that while we're skating in the ice, going, man, this has to be recorded. I'm ridiculous the whole time. Like it was inevitable. I walked out of the train and I was like,
yeah.
What is it called? What's the actual arena name?
It's changed again. Now it's called People's Bank Arena.
That's right. I get emails for them.
At the time, it was called the XL Center when we played there.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's changed over to People's Bank Arena. But as you know, Josh, you and I still call it the Civic Center.
It's not. It's not going to be anything but the Civic Center.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Not going to be anything but the Civic Center.
Cool. No, but it was definitely a good event. Washington put on a good.
It was. They did a really nice job.
It was nice to see everybody. I've been away at CCB for a hot minute, so it was really nice to have an excuse to come home and skate again.
And I mean, in reality, we have the capacity to pull that 3 or 4 hour drive. So, it's something if we can schedule, 3 or 4 months ahead of time, it's an easy pull for us because we can do it as long as we get the numbers.
Yeah.
And we had a great, the Brailer Mobile was, made it a little extra special because we had, 6-7 hours, to and from, each way was 6 or 7 hours or whatever. But just, yucking it up in the van.
But that's a fun road trip with friends, though, I think.
Yeah. No,
that's the idea. Next time they could do the same thing. Like we had the ability. It took 2 stops to really grab 6 of us, 2 serious stops.
But Coach Mike is willing to, he's taking a van to Jersey, you know what I mean? So going a little bit further, a couple more hours, it's not that big a stretch, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and that's the other thing is that if we ever agree on a weekend, I can reach out to Ken right now. I can get us 6 hours of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that it was something that needed to be established and done first. The reason that it was done was because of the 10th anniversary, but we needed to we need to start playing team versus team. Where we're never going to get our momentum's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And if we call it a Northeast versus DC, just because DC is just a massive area, the DMV is just a nutty area of
you're talking Northern Virginia, So, and I might be able to get a few more players in from Baltimore because they were trying to start a team in Baltimore. But I'm like, guys, it's going to be much easier for you to coordinate and get down,
I don't know, dude. I don't know where are there hockey. There's got to be a couple hockey rinks in the area.
There is, yeah.
And you guys have, and the one thing you have is buses.
I don't know if Bism they rent buses, I guess, if there's
buses, but doesn't the entire all the blind things in there are no buses?
Here at CCB, they own a bunch of vans, but I don't
Yeah,
know about
yeah. I'm
Bism. I don't know
shocked
if
that
Bism
Bism
does.
doesn't have vans and stuff like that.
I don't believe. I think they have like a company car or an SUV that they use to like drop people like on their drops,
Interesting.
but I'd have to look into it. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know where the hockey rinks are up there, but I mean, here's the thing: like, once you hit like hour and a half, you're not gonna get people. So if they really want to start a team, you're going back there. Like, once you're in the air, you can help start a team.
Yeah, sweet, cool. Well, awesome. Well, I appreciate. I mean, this has been a good conversation. We miss having you on here, Hollywood. We got to get you on here again.
Yeah, no,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah,
No, it's nice to get on here and like you say, recap some of these events that we do, that we do because, they're worth it. They're worth it. I saw like
yeah,
the email thread after, and everyone was saying, they'd like to see more of these. So it's nice that KB, you know, kind of kept pushing for it. The fact that it was their 10th anniversary made it, everyone kind of jumped on board with it, and that's what you need. You just need participation. So, yeah, hopefully we can do more of these regional things.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thanks a lot for coming on, Keith. Truly
You bet.
appreciate it. We'll definitely
Absolutely.
talk about that event in Hartford, and we'll hopefully have you on before that.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. And like I said, we're going to be in talks with these guys in the next couple of weeks, looking at a schedule and trying to look at the blind hockey calendar. Obviously we're not going to do the weekend before Thanksgiving
That's
because that's the,
Thanksgiving.
the
Yeah.
classic. So we got to like X out some of those events that are already on the blind hockey calendar and kind of work around that. So hopefully
yeah.
it's a date that will work for everybody and we can get everybody up and have another good showing. So
Yeah.
Nice,
Awesome.
cool,
Absolutely.
man. Well, it was great having you on, Hollywood. Miss you,
you
buddy.
bet.
Can't
Yeah,
wait
you
to
too,
rub shoulders
boys.
with you again, man.
Yeah, you bet.
New DraftKings customers sign up with code THPN, spend $5, and get 200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, bet text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
All right, Josh. Let's talk about the Windy City Showdown. What do we have on the roster this year?
Oh man. So this is the big roster reveal. I think Drew gets Team Yellow. Yeah, that's Drew's team.
Drum roll,
Um
please.
yeah, Dirk roll. Which I guess is a lobster roll, right?
Yeah, right.
Team Yellow, Luke Miller, Ashley Hill, Kevin Paproff, Eddie Wolf, Jeremy Shankin, Connor Bailey, Drew, Adam, Matt Miller, Liam McCoy, Owen Gutenplan, Daniela Riley, David Kopp, and Brady Hadfield. There is your Team Black with no goalies. Team, yeah, that's your Team Yellow.
Okay.
The winning team, Team Black. Now, on your opinion, because I really think, like, I think, and I wanted him to be on here for this, so this was recorded previously. I think he loaded me. I think we're loaded. So here is Team Black. Team Black is Alex Kepizouris, Tony Chesro, Derek Beck, Gary Johnson, me, Fields. He doesn't even get a first name. Steve Atkinson, who's the guy from Atlanta. Mark Sundberg, Samantha Betts, Solomon Chaudhry, Chaz Myshak, who's the dude running the camp in Michigan.
Okay.
Sage. I feel like some people in our community just have first names. It was so weird to say Solomon's last name. Sage, Kenneth Watt, who's a new player who's the dude who came to the Colorado practice and skated with Owen the week you weren't there.
Oh,
Jackson Holland, and Seiyun Choi. So I think they're pretty even. I think we're a little top loaded.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good match. I don't know.
Three goalies are Justin Proctor. Justin played really well at Hendy. And Robbie and Evie's joining us too. So
Okay.
those are our rosters, and that's why we don't have
Awesome.
goalies on each team. So because we have three.
It's great. I heard a lot of names on there I don't know. That's awesome. That's great to
Yeah,
hear
dude.
some new
Yeah, no,
names.
absolutely. It's a lot of newer names,
Yeah.
and what I think is going to be even better is what we're going to see in Philly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep calling it Philly. It's Jersey. We're going to be realistic. The event's in Jersey.
Which one? The
It's
Philly
the
event?
it's the Flyers practice facility. It's in Jersey. It's just the way it is. It's in Jersey.
Ah,
So I'm taking this. I'm owning it. I'm owning it.
the
It's
Jersey
actually
event.
it's actually it's actually Johnny Gaudreau's home rink where he grew up. So that really is like the connection. That's why we're there. The Gaudreau family is supporting this event, so it should be great. But it's also like a perfect time for those on the East Coast to just go to an event, right?
Yeah.
Like because it like I made the joke for our team, we're literally the Northeast corridor team. It's Amtrak. That's what it is. Amtrak
Yeah.
or a van.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, man. So I mean, it's going to be great. We have new people, but we're also doing new things too, and it's good that we have a new group coming in. I mean, we are we wanted to expand the tournament, so the Dented Pucks have 4 games against the Chicago Pride team. We're going to show them what blind hockey is. And on Saturday, we have our Synergy Saturday, I called it, because I didn't want to call it Hockey is for Everyone Saturday, because, that's just everywhere. Synergy Saturday at the Showdown. Thank you, AI. Gave us, we are playing the sled hockey game, and we're playing the sled hockey is going to do a demo, and special hockey is going to do a demo, sandwiched in the middle of our 2 sets of games. So I guess
Nice. Nice, dude.
I should probably go over the schedule, right?
Yeah.
They got that far. Scrolling back. There we are. All right. So we are starting with practice on Thursday night for everybody. Practices from 7:10 to 9:10 p.m. at the rink. Friday is our kind of a light day. We have early games. We have 11:40 is the blind hockey game, and at 1:20 is the Dented Pucks versus Chicago Pride game. Synergy Saturday, as I called it. We start early at 8 a.m. With the Dented Pucks versus Chicago Pride. Not a Madonna 7 a.m. game, but I don't even think that was at 7. It might have been earlier. 10 a.m. is our second blind hockey game, followed by sled hockey doing their demo at 11:45. After that is the special hockey exhibition at 1:30. And then we go back for another 2-game set where Dented Pucks versus Chicago Pride is first at 3:10, and then the blind hockey game ends the day at 5:10. And then we come
Nice.
back Sunday morning for a 9 o'clock game of blind hockey, followed by Dented Pucks versus Chicago Pride at 11. So we have a pretty jam-packed weekend of hockey. Some of us are gonna be on the ice a lot. And you know how that goes. You never get off the ice. I don't know how long I was on the ice at Andy for. Craziness.
Yeah. No, it sounds like fun, man. I wish I was going, dude. I hate to miss it again, but
No, but you can catch every game streamed live. Man, this is perfect timing. Every game streamed live on YouTube at the Dented Puck, on Facebook at the Windy City Showdown or the Dented Puck, on TikTok at the Dented Puck, which will be a live stream from the bench with between period interviews and all that different content.
oh,
So
nice.
there are many ways to watch and share the Showdown. If you're in the Chicago area, we are at the Edge Ice Arena all weekend in Bensenville. Come watch the game. Find our schedule and on all of our socials and website, and come watch the game.
Nice. I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, Dirk will be the top comment. Please make sure Dirk is not the top commenter on our live stream
Or the
every
only
game.
one.
I said top. You had to go there and do only? Just for that, we need random commenters on YouTube.
Random ones.
Just to prove Dirk wrong.
Just to prove I'm not watching alone.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And even funnier is that by the time this comes out, I don't know, it won't even be out yet. This will be Tuesday night that I'm doing a night market. It's like a street fair, but at night. And so I was like, yeah, Drew, before I leave, I have a street fair from 5 to 11. And he goes, AM? And I was like, honestly, that's kind of a fair question because neither makes sense. Oh, man, I'm going to get exhausted before I go and get exhausted. That's what it is.
Yeah, me too, bud.
All good. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We would love if you watch the show. If you turn on the Showdown for 5 minutes this weekend, that's all we ask. Watch a little bit of blind hockey. Be impressed by the skill of some of our players and how some of our players navigate the ice with just a level of vision they have. Adam. And this one over here, but he's not playing.
Yeah.
Please join in on the commenting as Dirk made the joke, but any questions they can easily be taken care of by either Corey or anyone in our community that needs that would love to answer your questions. But this is our chance to prove that we are real hockey. We're just hockey with a little bit less vision and a little bit louder of a buck. And that it is what it is. It's the same hockey community, the same sport, the same game. Have a great week. We hope to see you this weekend, and we will talk to you next month.